Hey everybody, I'm John and this is Blind Whiskey Reviews. Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. Today we're reviewing the Bulleit Bourbon, what do they call this one? Barrel proof, cast strength? Barrel strength. Blend them. So we're doing the barrel strength Bulleit today, so that'll be a fun one. And before we get into the review, I want to know if you guys can leave me a comment down below. I want to know, what is your favorite distillery? Which distillery is out there that, in your eyes can do no wrong? Is it Heaven Hill? Is it Four Roses? Is it Buffalo Trace? Which one is your favorite? Or heck, maybe you're into Scotch. What Scotch distillery is your favorite? So let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to see what your guys' preferences are on that kind of stuff. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the review. All right, everybody, let's get into the whiskey. First, the color. This one's dark, very dark amber. Getting that mahogany color. Okay. Onto the nose. Right up front, the deep dark fruit notes. There's some cherry. There's almost like a plum. A couple lighter fruit notes, maybe some apple in there. Vanilla. Let's see what else we can get out of this. There's a little brown sugar on the back. Nose smells great. A little hot. I got a little heat on the nose too. All right, let's get into the taste. Cheers. Proof's definitely up there. Got a lot of heat on the tongue. Doesn't feel too harsh, but definitely got some heat to it. I'm not really getting it going down the chest. Mouth feels medium. Hangs around for a bit. Flavor still lingering in my mouth, kind of developing a little bit. Let's get on with some flavors. There's some of that dark fruit up front, the cherry, that kind of plum character. As it goes with the tongue, kind of turns into the mid palate. You got more brown sugar sweetness there. There's definitely some woody tones, some wood characters, kind of towards the back. Turns a little bit more herbal, got some like cinnamon quality to it. It's good. And they gave me a healthy pour too, so. Yeah, definitely vanilla on the nose, but I'm not picking it up on the palate. Get one more sip here. Yeah, there's definitely some woody notes on the back end. Got this herbal character, that cinnamon. It's really good. It's pretty complex. It's pretty hot. It's kind of numbing on the tongue a touch. So proof-wise, before I throw some water in this, my lips are feeling numb, my tongue is feeling numb. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess maybe like 115. That's what I'm feeling. 115, maybe even 120. It feels high. but in a good way. I mean, it's got a lot of flavor, a lot of character. Although it is making my lips numb. That's kind of crazy feeling. It's a weird feeling to get numbed lips from this. Like I just went to the dentist or something. Let's throw a little water in it, see if anything else comes out of this guy. Let's get a little extra water since she's a high proofer. And I've got quite a bit. Yeah, I'd say with anything, it brought more fruit out of the nose here. We're getting a lot more different characters, I'm feeling like, or at least the characters we're getting aren't so in the back. They're more forward. Still the same ones we were talking about before, that cherry, plum, but now I think we're getting in some more lighter fruits, apple, even something like a pear. Let's try the taste here. Yeah, it changed a little bit on the front of the palate. It's definitely a lot lighter. You don't get as much of the burn, although that burn still kicks up in the back. Just took, maybe delayed it a little bit. Got a little bit more of those lighter fruits forward on the front of the tongue. Middle of the tongue is still kind of the brown sugar caramel notes. Back of the tongue, you still get some of those woody herbal characters, but died down a little bit. I would say it holds up pretty well to water, so that's a good sign. So, we already guessed the proof. Age-wise, I'm having a tough time with this one. I'm going to say I am getting some woody notes. So maybe we're in the 8 or so years old range, but age is such a tough thing to guess. I'm not really positive on this one. I'm going to say 8 years-ish, give or take. And as a rating, I thought this was good. I'm going to give it an 80. I'm saying 86. I think it's really good. Let's see what it is. It is, well, this is the Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Whiskey Barrel Strength. Awesome, that's great. So let me go grab the bottle and we'll come back and talk about it a little bit more. All right, we just finished the review of the Bulleit Bourbon. This is the Frontier Whiskey, whatever that means. Barrel strength, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. This particular bottle is 62.7%. It says it's batch 2. I don't know if there's multiple batches or not. More information we get from this bottle tells us that this is bottled by the Bulleit Distilling Company in Louisville, Kentucky. So that really tells us that Bulleit Distilling Company is not distilling anything, probably. So, Bulleit is a part of the Diageo group. So those guys make all kinds of spirits, everything from Crown Royal to I think Seagram's, Johnny Walker, Talisker, Lagavulin, I think. I mean, the list goes on and on and on with those guys. So this is a part of that. Traditionally, I think in the past, it was kind of well known that Bulleit was distilled by Four Roses. And I'm not sure if that is still the case because they don't really disclose any of that information, but I'm pretty sure that was the case at least at one point. As far as this whiskey goes, I was actually really impressed because I have not been a huge fan of the more entry-level Bulleit products like the Bulleit Rye and the the regular Bulleit Rye and Bulleit Bourbon. I'm not a big fan of either of those, so I was very surprised to have liked this one as much as I did, and they did a great job with it. I mean, it's got a great bunch of flavors and complexity, and it's really flavor forward. I think I saw on their website that all their whiskeys are aged, or at least their bourbon is aged at least 6 years. So that kind of came across in this. There was a little, it wasn't a lot, but a hint. I think I said it was 8 years, but there was a hint of woody character in there. So I was really impressed with this. And in terms of value, this one was fantastic for what I paid for it. I paid $35 for a barrel strength whiskey with this one, and that's great. I can't say that it's that price across the board everywhere because I have seen this as high as like $60 at some places, but I can say it's pretty easy to find at multiple places in the 35 to 40 range as well. So if you can pick it up for 35 to 40 bucks, do it. It is a great deal, a great price, and a really, really good whiskey. So I'd highly recommend picking it up and giving it a try for yourself. So If you've had any of the Bulleit products, let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you aren't already, please follow me on Instagram at blind_reviews. If you want, you can send me an email at blindwhiskyreviews, that's whiskey with an E, at gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.